What would be the factors that are necessary to build a vibrant, evangelizing, and missionary church? It is important right from the start to remind ourselves that the work of evangelization is the work of every baptized Catholic. It is not just the work of leaders, but everyone is called to sow the seed of faith wherever he is, wherever they are working, or the community that they belong to. It must be connected with the leaders of the church. And this is very important to ensure that the development would always be truly in line with the gospel. For the church to grow, the church must be willing to be nurtured. We cannot be an evangelizing church unless all of us take discipleship seriously. And discipleship is always an ongoing process. We are shepherds and sheep at the same time. No one is either a shepherd or just a sheep alone. Unless every Catholic sees the importance of a growing discipleship, the church can never grow. Unfortunately, most Catholics, they are born again Christians, but they die when they are newly born because they do not take care of their faith. They stop growing in their faith the moment they are baptized, they finish their RCAA, they think they know everything, and faith will eventually die. This is the real challenge of our Catholic Church. How do we continue to sustain our Catholics in their ongoing formation, and how to make sure that they continue? Of course, the church also must be an empowering church. Sometimes, the real obstacles in the church is that there are leaders who want to stifle the growth of new communities, of new initiatives. They just want to maintain the church as it was in the beginning and ever will be. There is no change. They just want to have a maintenance church. A growing church, therefore, must be ready to accept new initiatives and to see where the church could continue to grow. So long as we are conservative, the church can never grow. We have to take risks. We have to be courageous. Unless the universal church, unless the leaders of the church encourage those in newer communities, those in new organizations, for that matter, and new members, the church cannot grow. It must be encouraging. Some leaders want to stay on for life. We are afraid to give our position. We are afraid that others might take over. And that is how we stifle the church. Unless the church is always on the lookout for new leaders, for people who will be able to contribute to the church, to grow the church. That should be the ultimate goal of every leader. Not to cling to the office, but always to ask who can do a better job, who can be a better missionary, who can be a better evangelizer, a leader. Unless we are generous and humble, we will be clinging to our office, to our positions, until we die. And the church will die with us when we die. So we have to be humble enough. We have to see the need to grow. And this church that is always looking for new leaders must also be a church that is praying and fasting. Again, we need to make sacrifices for the spread of the gospel to so many people who are waiting to receive the good news. That's why unless the church is a praying church, a fasting church, there will be no missionaries. If there are lacking missionaries, if lacking evangelizers, the church does not pray, does not fast, and therefore the Spirit doesn't prompt us and coerce us to reach out. Then we'll be just in our little niche, happy where we are. This is a club. This is not a Catholic church. Very important, a sign that the church is Catholic, it must be cosmopolitan. That's why we call ourselves Catholics. It means universal, embracing all cultures, all people from a diverse socio-economic conditions. That is what we mean to be Catholic, because we are one body of Christ. This sense of communion, that we are truly one church, supporting one another. That is how the church grows. But if we do not have all these elements in our churches, in our people, the church cannot be missionary. The church cannot be alive because we tend to be inward looking. So long as we are inward looking, protective of our interests, protective of our organizations, we are not willing to take initiative and to allow the Spirit to work in us.